range, can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
It is a part of the country that could definitely use the rain, but it's also going to make for a very wet track tonight here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the San Francisco 49ers.
Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And the Niners get there and bring him down. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. How it's long distance now? Let's go to that play.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Third down.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. And this will be taken at the 13. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Tannehill. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. First carry for Raheem Mostert. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
The tackle made by Brandon Graham. It's a gain of a yard.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was 2nd in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 23. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
First down, Bills.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Mark 7. Mark 7. Oh, yeah, come on.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He's brought
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And look at this, for the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
And they'll try to run the option here. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Mercedes Lewis, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw is probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that kind of catch is supposed to pay off with at least a first down, isn't it?
Instead, he'll just add it to his highlight reel, but they don't pick up the first.
Yeah, he gets the yardage, he gets the catch, but now they have a decision to make.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll set up to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to try and throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. A perfect example right there, Charles, of why they love this rookie runner.
And think about how the NFL and the college games are meshing together more and more. You don't have to go to the NFL and learn a new set of skills. What you did in college often makes you ready for the NFL.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Julio Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. This is Mostert, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Mostert.
Mostert, again the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips, and this one winds up getting intercepted.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Complete. Jefferson the target. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down, Buffalo.
He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's the option. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. When they need to play on 3rd down, you kind of know what direction the ball is going, but the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of your other receivers can beat us.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up.
There he goes, left side.
You know, like this.
Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking downfield for Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
The ball carrier.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Ingram again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Williams, the ball.
Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Williams. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 38. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And Jones has it over the middle. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Bills 24, 49ers 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Switch, go.
Now Mostert. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back. unsuccessfully.
The Niners on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Eluding the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Von Miller, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Check.
On 4th down, Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
Is a turnover on downs.
Get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
Buying time to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, this game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning?
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Austin. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
He's across.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case.
Hey, DJ, what's happening, man?
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
First down, Buffalo.
Just really taking advantage of turnovers.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete.
Come on.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to have a Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
And the Bills first down.
One more for the good guys.
Tonight.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo
And my
Bills.
streak against KG
and
continues.
This one wasn't easy. You had an East Coast team, Charles, going west, playing a night game, but somehow they were able to get the job done.
Yeah, when you talk about playing a night game, they're closer
And I
to
prevented
being
the sweep.
sleepy because of East Coast time
Would have-
with their
I prevented the
bodies
sweep.
when you're kicking off to play the game. So that's a real big accomplishment for them to get that done. The flip side, too, is traveling home. In the old days, you had to wait to get the video for your next game. You had all those. So you were really a day behind. Now the video's on their computers as they get on the plane to head back. So they can get a lot of work done on the plane.
Yeah, 150-yard
It's
rushing,
gonna be a
but
long
75
red eye,
came
but
on
as you
one
said,
play.
a celebratory red eye back home. So So for Buffalo, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we...
Another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splat, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Even blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like I've been telling swimmers only bread and butter what we ate for dinner, so I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one.
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my.
We're waiting on me and KG.
Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that.